What is up, space pirates? This is your Admiral, the ever-charming Dr. Disaster. And in the gaming industry, the sewer creature feminist types who whine all the time about scantily clad female characters in games, those same people have nothing to say when a male character like Asterion here lands on the screen with virtually nothing on. They have nothing to say other than to drool over him and talk about how dreamy he is. And of course, we know how to label that shit. So just to be clear, in the minds of these screeching harpies who have infested game journalism, this right here, a blatantly naked man, that's perfectly okay, and liking it is considered fine. But this, showing Eve from Stellar Blade in outfits where she remains fully clothed, but admittedly the contours of her shape are quite visible, but still, this was considered problematic by these same people, and they called us gooners, and said we were causing harm to women. But let's speak very plainly. The real reason these cackling witches don't like attractive female characters on the screen? Jealousy. Because most of the people calling this out are uglier than sin in real life, and they can't stand males having standards that they look for. But that's tough shit. If you don't like it, then do something about it.
Take this quarter. Go downtown and have a rap. Gnaw that thing off your face.
And here's the thing, on the other side of the aisle, we aren't behaving like hypocrites at all. Marvel Rivals has been celebrated since it came out in December as a game with characters in it that look good. The female characters look curvy, and now the developers have even altered the male characters so that they have booties for the ladies to have something to look at themselves. And how do the mostly male gamers respond? By thinking it's hilarious and awesome.
Oh, geez, look at the butt on that.
Yeah, he must work out.
Alright me hearties, make sure that you hit that like button on this video in order to drive away the algorithm monster, share the video with your friends, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and don't forget to follow me over on X, where I keep a list of games lousy with wokeness pinned to the account at all times for your reference. My handle on that platform is Dr. Disaster 1. But alright, let's see what those goofballs over at NetEase have done with Marvel Rivals. For whatever reason, Asian developers don't have the same level of modesty and prudery that the puritanical Western developers have. Oh, and I hope you appreciate the Stellar Blade eye candy running in the background there. If it rankles you, then good. But anyhow, it occurs to me more and more that the woke have really become what they claim to hate. I grew up in the 80s and 90s where ultra-conservative Christian-type people pushed to have things like swear words, violence, and bikinis, stuff like that, pushed out of media. And don't get me wrong, I have nothing against Christianity in the slightest, but the Satanic Panic was a thing. Maybe a bit exaggerated nowadays compared to what it really was, but back in the 90s, I remember people freaking out about Tomb Raider as an example, and now the people on the other side of the political spectrum want to censor stuff like that. It's for different reasons, but we're still talking about two sides of the same coin. As for me, I'm a fan of having very little censorship at all. I'm a fairly moderate person, at least on this particular issue. And I think most gamers feel this way. They just want to be left alone to enjoy what they like. And it's for this reason that gamers, who are vast majority male, they don't mind at all that NetEase is doing this with the characters in Marvel Rivals. PC Gamer here breaks it down for us. They say, the Marvel Rivals devs must know their audience because the latest patch features an asset update that has fans cheering for cake. When Season 2 of Marvel Rivals kicked off last week, players noticed some of the game's character assets looked a little more fleshed out, specifically the male character's butts. While it might not outshine Emma Frost's famous thighs, the butt patch has finally delivered on fans' demands for cheek equality for the male characters. And then, down below there, you can see the before and after images. The booty of the characters is made a bit rounder, I guess. It's actually pretty minuscule in practice, but I find the idea of it amusing. If some gal, or guy for that matter, wants a slightly rounder booty on Wolverine, it doesn't affect my ability to play the game, and I'm not going to condemn someone for getting a kick out of something that I wasn't asking for. And apparently, I'm not alone. The article says here, the response is overwhelmingly positive, with some players who joked about the male characters' butts surprised to find the devs listening. Like one user commenting, I said they need to tweak everyone's ass, some look way too big, and the rest look way too flat. I really didn't expect it to be taken seriously, but here we are. Other players are getting a laugh out of the fact that the devs clearly put a lot of time and attention into caking up the male characters, like one fan, Sick Falco, who commented, what gets me is it's so subtle, like a dude was really messing with these cheek sizes, trying to get it effing perfect. What a fine craftsman. And here's the thing, there is a reason that these developers at NetEase are taking time out of their schedules to ensure that these booties look good, and that reason is right here. Look at that player count. Even now, Marvel Rivals is getting solid numbers, and when the summer updates come out, and when they offer swimsuits for these characters, or something like that, which wouldn't surprise me at all, they are going to make bank. Say whatever else you want about modern Chinese culture, but I tell you what, these Chinese developers want your money. They want you to spend with them, and they are unafraid to give players what they want in order to make that happen. Now, I would love it if some of the Western devs would take a cue from these Eastern devs. I'd love it if the only options for things that gamers want to see on screen weren't pretty much just relegated to Eastern developers. Maybe that will change, who knows. But I'm gonna leave it there. Drop your thoughts on this change in Marvel Rivals into the comment section below, and we will talk there. Thanks for watching, me hearties. If you haven't already, your Admiral is inviting you to subscribe to the channel and become a part of the crew. Life as a space pirate may not be glamorous, but there's always plenty of booty.